Good evening, guys. It's 5:10 p.m. Today is April 25th, 2023, and today, price broke out of one balance but gets stuck into another balance. So this is the running statement, right? Same statement as yesterday, and this was also same statement as yesterday. So only thing I changed today is this: preferred buyers, preferred sellers. Only important for both. In between everything is garbage. And special note for ES, 4043 is the key of the open. That's it, right? So no bias, right? But the level important, right? So 40 43 40 43. So 43 40, right? Important. And preferred sellers, preferred buyers, which is this, important, right? Preferred buyers, preferred sellers, important. And 40 43, correct? So now you're watching, that these levels are important, right? And so in Discord, right, I had talked about 43, so, and 38 was previous day's low, right? So I'm gonna move this to 38 or 39, right? Something. So price opened right at previous day's low, right? But AD was liquidation kind to begin with, right? Now, and then price started going higher, right? Looks like it wants to go to moon if you look at in the opening price action here, So I'm going to zoom in like this, right? And then in Q of the open, it was going towards right into this dream number. So in Q, I said in Discord that apart from these areas, we already know the dream numbers, yellow line, hunting levels, all are important. So we just have to see how price reacts to them. So here you can see there was a response straight down, right? Even before so right here, see that? So I took this trade, first one, and then couple of more trade in between, and by the time price came here at this, I was done, because ES was so choppy here in this picture, like this, right? So that's why I took the profit here. So I shorted at 43 42 actually, so right here, and I said 43 is my stop. Okay, so I was watching 5-minute time frame, so because I know price was ping-ponging, right? So it can like poke higher like a tail and then come back down, right? And then stop me out. So I usually monitor 5-minute also together, and when I have some conviction, then I watch definitely 5-minute to see if there is a close, or something. Then I bail out. But 43 was my dynamic stop. Let me put it this way. Okay. So, and people knows it in Discord. So then you can see it here, price chopped around, even it closed higher in 1 minute, right? But if we look at NQ, right? See, NQ was right here, like 14, 13, it was like ping-ponging here. See that, this range? And VWAP, mid was there, dream number, everything was there, both dream numbers. So it's a heavily confluence resistance area. And then you see this. See, this bar itself sealed the deal for sellers at that point in time. But since this was a preferred buyers area, this area is two blue lines, preferred buyers area, right? So all you can do is morning short, you can take profit here when you are done with it, Considering earnings end of the day today, this trade should be enough for today, and then you should not be trading it afterwards, ideally, But we were watching it, right? Preferred buyers area. Now you cannot even go long here, just looking at this, because it's structural breakdown, right? Then price pull back, right, like this, and then down, right? The moment it came down here like this, you can short right here, and then you can expect a breakdown, you know. Or since it's still in the preferred buyers area, right? See, at that time, what was the time? 10:06, 10:05. So 10:06, 10:05, which is right here. See that? So this things looks like this balance broke out, pull back to this balance, and now it's time to go higher. Correct? Fine, right? But the moment you see this candle down, right here, you can short, which is around 10:08, right? So this candle, right? Because if this thing wants to go higher, you know, this candle, green candle, should have been like this, closing somewhere here, but instead it couldn't go above this, you know? So that's a sign. You have to zoom down to the lowest time frame you can find, but that was a short, you know. Once that area, once price went below here, right, then slight pop up, you have to watch here. See, the moment price broke down below this blue line here, right, it came back and closed right there, right? See, now it could be a failed breakdown too, right? So you want to see this candle shooting higher if that is the case. But if this candle close right here and another candle comes down here, that was the seller sign. You can even go with the flow and then wait for your target, which is here, right? When you see price randomly, you know, stops at 940, come back again, you know, not going down, you bail out here, you know. ES was touching 26, right? It was at 1012. 26 was one of our level, which is this. So at the same time, you can bail out in NQ at the first test here, or when it's doing ping pong because of ES, you can bail out here and then call it a day off. See, that is what I did, you know. 10:30 I was done right here, you know. So actually I was done here, and then we were just watching it, you know. But when NQ was here, it was supposed to come to 924,898 area, and since ES was able to come down here 22 below this area, preferred buyers area, it was supposed to come down to this area, because I said because of the earnings coming today, this area or this area could be the max for the day for both sides. So basically I was expecting ping pong, you know. NQ I said up to backup buyers area. This is a max, which is a backup buyers area. This could be the max for the downside, and this could be the upside max, you know. So since price reached to the max level, close to it, right, and then ES was at 26, so we call it a day off, right? Now whatever after that, I was outside working, so this is after the fact, but there were some good trades, you know. So but the problem was expectation of price not moving too much down, right? That's a one side view. So once price reached this area and it's unable to go down here, and then started to go higher, right? So this could be the viewed as, hey, price may wants to retest this area, preferred buyers area, turning into sellers, or maybe up to here, you know, somewhere, and ES wants to go towards this area, this breakdown area, or it may go higher if today's anticipation is ping pong, right? But since this area was broken in both of them, right? See, ES poke higher, that means ES is screwed here. It may go higher, and this area may act as a support, right? So even you can go long here at 11 o'clock, you know, which is right around this area. Okay, anticipation of not having a bigger move day on either side, right? So you can go long here, but the problem is the day was bearish up to this point, right? So price can react on the way up and basically this area, this or this, both areas can act as a resistance, right? And you can see it. See, I just drew it randomly, you can see it. See, so you can only take profit up to this. If you go long here, you take a profit here because it's a counter, right? And you bail out. and then you wait. Then you expect here at this point, when price went higher, you expect this resistance to act, but on the way down you want to see this area holding pretty much at the upper boundary, you know. But the moment you see this candle, right, slicing through this area, and then see, this is a real time level I am giving you now, you know, and then you can see there is a pullback here. See that? See, that's why I'm showing you a short here. See that? So right here you can short. Right? At the same time you can short in NQ also. See, NQ, when it comes to this area, you are watching it. The moment it goes higher, right, like this, you are watching it, and then it fails, right, you can short right there, and then target this final area which is supposed to come, right. And ES, you can target this area. See, this is the max area given, right. It was an open gap also, so this area should hold. If it doesn't, then you can see the sell-off like this, because the next area was this balance bottom, which is 4098. The moment it breaks below it, you can short right there, you know. Maybe I have given a short there also. Hold on, like that. See that right here, because the moment, you know, because why? See this short, how do we know that this will come, right? So that's the next question here, right? So see here, hold on, let me show you, which was this, right? So here, you know, there was supposed to be what, neutral, right? But this area held it pretty tight, right? And then we had a new breakdown right here. See that? This balance and breakdown. See, at this point, now you know day is going to be the down day, you know. So it's not going to be neutral day now, because now we had a one breakdown, second breakdown also. So on the way up, this area, entire area, can act as a resistance, right? So here you can see it's first time acted as a resistance, right? We had a new low, right? Actually it went through this backup bias area also now, correct? Then it went back inside, acted as a support here, went up. See, at this point you want to see what? Price slicing through it. Any rejection can be viewed as a continuation of this down move, right? So that's why you are seeing this short here. See that here? Up, straight down candle. This area, see this balance, this top, this view as a balance, right? So if you draw a line there, I'm going to move this. So this acted as a support here, right? And then price went higher, and then boom, right? Right here you can short, which is this candle. Okay? So ES is a different story. See, NQ you can short here. ES you have to short. See, I'll show you how to do these things, right? And there was a divergence also. Okay, so see, what time is it? 13:03. 13:03 to 5, right? 3 to 5, correct? Now this was 12:24, which is 12:24 is this. See that? So this was index divergence. See, ES not making the higher high around this time, right? So this 12:24 high is equivalent to this. NQ was able to reach here, right? So it looks like NQ is stronger than ES, but ES couldn't even go above this high. Not only this high, but not even this high. Then it is coming down to retest this low, correct? See, this sign already, this price action already gave you a hint here, you know, that hey, coming down here, it wants to go down more. Same thing here, right? Now you are waiting. So since this area can act as a support, right? Since see here it acted as a support, then it's a failed breakdown of this area like this, and then went higher. It should have gone higher about this. Instead it failed, then came down here, right? Now this time it can do ping pong or breakdown. So Then now we are watching this area, right? So it came down here, touched here, see that? And if you zoom it further, you can see it. This candle couldn't even close above. 1 minute candle even couldn't close above it. Then second candle tried to go higher, failed, close below it. The moment this candle happens, you short right here, right there. 4098 could be your target right here. Oops. This area. And this 06 could be viewed as a scaling area. Okay. And you can see it. See the first time 98 touch, bounce back to 06. See this area, scaling area, acted as a resistance here, which is this area. See that? And then price came down again 98, 98, 98, right? And then here is sliced through this area. So once it sliced through this area, right, this 98 can act as a resistance. So here you can see it acted as a resistance, made a new low, then sliced through it, right, like a piece of cake. See that during the news time. Then what happened? Next candle touched this area, acted as a support now, right? Then it went higher above 06 even and closed right here. See my point? So that's how the level works. But you need to have a good levels, then you can do all this thing. Otherwise it's just you are shooting in a dark. So that's why these levels are very important, right? So by looking at this level, you may think, man, there are levels at every few blocks, right? So but there is no choice, usually I don't keep that many levels. But when price is balancing, right? So if you you can literally look into this, and then you will know why this many levels. See, look at this price action. It's a barely 41.90 to 41.40, 50 point range. But look at how price is behaving. Every day it comes up, it's changing the levels, right? So it's a very tough condition. So that's why you have to use all the possible levels you can, and then you watch, and then you come up with preferred sellers, preferred buyers concept to focus on. See, even though we have this level, this level, this level, right, this level, I only give one particular level, 40.43, in a pre-market note, along with preferred sellers and preferred buyers. So even though you see those as many levels, I said only focus on 3. See, so that is the beauty of the levels and price action reading. But anyway, that be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.